Hello, my name is Tiona Smart and I'm in the group Media and Social Networking, and I want to persuade you guys that schools should get more involved in battling the issue of cyberbullying. When I was in middle school, there was a group of girls that me and my friends didn't like. It was like 4 of us and probably like 5 of them, and we just didn't like them. It was just middle school drama, I guess. So we decided that we were going to make a fake MySpace page about them, and we had it planned out on paper and everything, like what names we were going to call them and what pictures we were going to put up. And somehow they found out, and they went to our social studies teacher, Ms. Davis, because Ms. Davis was very friendly with the students, so everyone felt they could trust her. So at lunchtime, Ms. Davis called us and the other group of girls, and she sat down and she talked to us, and then she made us realize that making a MySpace page wasn't the right thing to do, and it wouldn't help us in any way. So we decided not to do it. And I believe that if Ms. Davis didn't get involved, it would have escalated and we would have gotten into way more trouble. Schools should get involved in the issue of cyberbullying, because when a child feels that they have no one to talk to, they do what they feel is right without confiding in anyone, and the results can be sometimes detrimental. And without the help of schools, the problem can become too long and drawn out. Like I said before, if a child feels they have no one to speak to, like a school counselor or some type of school official, they do what they feel is right, because most of the time children really go to parents because they do tend to overreact. Cyberbullying can cause emotional harm, especially when a child bottles it up inside, and it leads them to become a danger to both themselves and to others in the school and home environment. And if a school official fails to respond to the harmful speech stage, they will eventually have to respond to the school failure, the school violence, and the rise in student suicide. I came upon a website, ryanpatrickhalligan.org. It's about a 14-year-old boy who committed suicide because he was cyberbullying. The website was created by his father, John Halligan. There's a quote that I got from there. It says, "We hope adults gain from our tragedy. As a society, we need to find better ways to help our children through these difficult growing years." When Ryan went to his parents about the bullying, they said they were going to talk to the principal, and for some reason he didn't want them to do it. And his parents just let it go. They didn't go to the school officials because Ryan didn't want to. And there was a quote that Ryan's parents posted on the page. It said, "As parents, we failed to hold the school accountable to maintain an emotionally safe environment while our son was alive." So they regretted not going and trying to get the principal involved, because they believed it would have saved their son's life, because Ryan was being cyberbullied by a kid that would torment him in school. When the school officials don't want to get involved, the problem can also become unnecessarily long and drawn out. The school has access to both individuals, so they can reach out to both parties. If the school can retain the issue in both a civilized and appropriate manner, there's no need for law enforcement to get involved. Perry Aftab, who is an internet lawyer that specializes in internet safety, said, "Schools can be effective brokers in working with parents to stop and remedy the situation. Criminal investigations can sometimes become too long, prolonged, and drawn out." In an article done by Jackie Valley entitled School Officials Take on Cyberbullying, she wrote from the point of view of the law enforcement, and there's a quote by Metro Police Lieutenant Ray Stiver, and it said, "We have remedies in place to deal with face-to-face bullying. The way technology has moved in advance is that now it has become anonymous." So he's basically saying that going to the police is not the best thing to do in most cases, because these sites are anonymous, like Facebook. You can go on and you can never find out who the real culprit is, so it can be a whole unnecessary process. And in the New York Times, there was an article entitled "Online Bullies Pull School into the Fray," and there was a quote that said, "Though police need probable cause and a warrant to search a student's locker or backpack, school administrators need only reasonable suspicion that school rules has been violated." And to conclude, school administrators should become more actively involved when it comes to the issue of cyberbullying, because when a child feels that they have no one to talk to or to confide in, they do what they think is right, and this can lead to suicide or homicide, and the problem can become unnecessarily long and drawn out without the help of school officials. Thank you.
Thank you.